Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome to Injustice versus Live! We're back!
Woohoo!
Oh my goodness, how's everybody doing? So today is a Suicide Squad themed discussion. We're gonna keep spoilers to a minimum. And the rules is you can only use characters that have been in the Suicide Squad. Now it can be any characters that have appeared in the Suicide Squad. That aren't in the movie, because you know there are characters that are limited.
So in the comics or anything?
Yes.
What about characters that are interact with the Suicide Squad? No. Alright, we'll think about it.
Maybe.
Well, maybe that'll be for the second round.
So yeah, we also want to formally announce that Injustice Versus is coming back 2 times a week, starting this week with this live stream. We need suggestions, though, so you guys light up that comment section and tell us what characters you want to see in Injustice Versus. Now, Injustice Versus is going to be a little shorter.
It says Wimpy Night.
Wimpy Night. Oh!
Okay.
Sorry. Injustice Versus is going to be a little bit shorter because we have other games that we're going to be doing. So episodes are going to be anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes from now on. But we need suggestions from you guys and gals, like Zod versus Beautiful People 2.0, or Nightwing versus Batgirl, you know, Feud of the Lovers Spat, or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of stuff, because we will be playing Injustice 2, which comes out in 2017. So, yes. Also, Batman counts as part of this video series.
Yeah, so give us some stuff that we're gonna do until, suggestions for videos for Injustice until Injustice 2 comes out, and then
March 2017.
We'll go crazy. Then we still need your suggestions.
We're gonna go crazy. Armaments, all that. Okay, so the characters can be in tonight's video, and this is for the chat as well. Batman. No. I was gonna say Superman, but no. Batman, Joker, Harley Quinn, Deathstroke. I don't remember if Catwoman was ever involved with the Suicide Squad. Maybe in the New 52 she was. I don't remember. I think that is going to be it. Deathstroke, Harley Quinn, Joker, and Batman.
Okay, wait.
I think that's what we're limited to.
Alright. So, okay.
You might get away with Catwoman, but was Killer Frost ever in the Suicide Squad? Was she ever one of their members? Killer Frost was? Okay. Killer Frost is included. So, the roster tonight is Batman, Joker, Harley Quinn, Killer Frost, and who else? That was it. Yeah.
Joker,
Deathstroke.
Harley Quinn, Killer Frost, Deathstroke.
Okay.
Joker, okay.
Well, I'm going to kick things off with Batman, then.
Where is El Diablo? I want to play as El Diablo.
There is no El Diablo in this,
Sadness.
unfortunately.
They
Although,
added to the game.
If you guys are still playing Injustice on the iOS or Android or tablets, they have Suicide Squad themed characters such as Harley Quinn and Joker. If you want to try to get those characters, if you guys are still playing that is going on right now. And I believe there is also still Batman v Superman iOS characters, such as costumes for Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman. So, you guys can check that out.
Alright, what costume is most like her costume in the movie? None of them.
None of them. You can...
New 52 would be her costume in the movie.
Except they don't have the New 52 in this one.
I don't know which costume to use.
You could.
Really bad.
There was a little tease for the original Harley Quinn, so you could go with the classic.
Right. We'll go with the classic costume. Harley Quinn.
With the classic. All right. So it's been a while since we played this, but it's still gonna be fun. I think we should start things in Gotham City.
Oh yeah, and Deadshot, is he in this game?
Deadshot's not in this.
Oh, okay.
Deathstroke was a member of the Suicide Squad for a little bit.
Okay.
So he's basically Deadshot. He's basically Deadshot.
Yeah. Now, thanks to watching the movie, I will never get Deadshot and Deathstroke confused ever again.
You better not.
I cannot believe I ever said that in my head. No, I never used to get them confused.
Never used to. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm totally ready.
You're walking away from me.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh wait, shoot.
Get down.
I cannot believe you. Come on,
Believe me
Harley. Do what you did in the movie. Let's kick some tail. Oh!
I'm waiting for the tail kicking.
Oh my gosh, yeah, this is why I need to... Okay, my job for the next 7 months is to just every night... Okay, every Tuesday and Thursday play this game.
Okay, I'll let you...
You're gonna have to hold me to that.
I can hold you to that.
Look at little hearts are coming out of me. I'm so cute.
Yes, the cuteness, it's real. How do you like that?
Kawaii. I need my baseball bat. Okay, that'll work. No!
So, we saw Suicide Squad. Ever liked it more than I did. Yes, we're seeing it again on Friday.
That's probably... And I actually saw someone else online who said it was their all-time favorite DC movie.
All-time
ever.
favorite DC film?
Yeah, somebody did say that. That one guy that reviews movies and like said that.
Who?
Said it was his favorite DC movie in the cinematic
Jeremy?
universe. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. It's one of my favorites. I would have to say Batman
Oh,
Begins.
he said in the DC cinematic universe, then that would be
that's just the
Man of
modern
Steel.
ones?
Yeah. Man of Steel
Oh.
universe.
I thought he meant ever. I was like, whoa, that's saying a lot.
No, the Nolan trilogy is still better.
Yeah, I like
Easily.
that Batman Begins.
Ah!
But I really did like this. Was very close. This is one of my favorites. But I still, even though it was like probably my second favorite DC movie ever, I still think it should have been rated R.
Oh yeah.
I was like, halfway through, I was like, what is this rated? Like, how did they get? It's like almost like they did all the violence up into the point of where it could have been extremely like insane, and then like they cut it off.
Well,
and
they
then
cut out a
they
lot
were
of the
like,
movie.
okay, we're gonna cut out the exact moment where somebody gets whatever shanked or something.
Shanked?
I don't know. Still, I still liked it a lot. Like I said on, like I tweeted online, like, okay, it was very violent, but I enjoyed the violence. It was awesome.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Too bad Hawk Girl wasn't in there. Okay, what are we doing here? I don't even know. There's hardly any characters from here.
I already told you. You could be Batman.
Hey, I thought Flash was in the movie.
Spoiler!
Oh, maybe he wasn't.
My gosh! Harley Quinn.
Oh!
I hate you. Joker, Harley Quinn, Deathstroke,
Hey,
Batman.
I thought Zatanna was in the movie.
No.
No. I'm just...
You fail so much.
Why
Just,
are
you
you
know
even...
the characters that you could pick, so just pick one.
Fine, I'll be the Joker.
Wow, K-Wife, look at that. People in the comments are like, wow. Wow. You're fired. You're fired.
He wasn't, though. He wasn't.
Well, if you blink, you miss him. He's there in a flash.
I don't think he was there. I think it was
It
somebody
was your
else.
mind playing tricks on you.
It was somebody else. It was somebody else.
Oh,
It was
boy.
another character like that. I'm so sorry. I feel stupid now.
Watch out, Joker. This one looks kind of tough.
They can hear you whispering.
Oh.
Underestimate me.
I don't think you have time to look at the comments. It's time for a
I'm
butt whooping.
sorry.
Fear the Ice Queen.
Hopefully people aren't coming into the chat.
Of course they're coming in on the chat.
That's
This
my
is
one
live
and
on
only
YouTube Gaming.
slip up. I will not slip up anything else. You should definitely see the movies.
Oh my goodness. So, I posted my Suicide Squad review today. Like, I was supposed to post it yesterday, but we actually had friends come over, and they helped us out with some stuff, and they did some things,
Yeah.
which was awesome.
Yeah, it was
We watched
awesome.
some Justice League.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's so many things getting me boiled up with the critics about the movie, but the thing that gets me the most boiled is Harley's outfit. I mean, I liked her outfit. I thought she was adorable and cute. How many comic book girls, you know, have horribly revealing outfits and no one says anything? And I'm gonna I told Luke my idea on this. I think she's amazingly talented and gorgeous. She played Harley perfectly, and they couldn't say anything. They were like, they wanted to say something bad. They wanted her to be bad at Harley, and she wasn't. And then they're just like, you know what? I'm gonna sit here and try to think of something to say mean about her. Okay, I'm gonna criticize her outfit now. Yeah, that's what I.
Alright, so we're getting some comments in the questions. They're like, why are you using Killer Frost? Killer Frost has appeared in the animated Suicide Squad film. She was in the comics in the New 52 and the pre-52. Since characters are very limited to stuff, we can't really be too picky because Injustice did not have a huge Suicide Squad presence. They had a couple past members like Killer Frost and Deathstroke. The only really main characters from the movie that are in this game is Joker and Harley Quinn. So when we do our Injustice videos, our Versus series, which was pretty popular, anywhere between a couple million to 2 to 3, 700,000 views a video, back when the game came out, we did theme-based fights for about an hour or so, something like that. And tonight's theme is Suicide Squad, so Killer Frost, Joker, Harley Quinn, and Deathstroke. Possibly Catwoman. I didn't really read the chat, so.
Yeah, I don't know if Catwoman was ever in
I
it.
think she was in the New 52, like, during Forever Evil. I don't remember. I wasn't really paying attention all that much to Forever Evil because of what happened tonight. So.
Yep.
Killer Frost.
And we're gonna go see Suicide Squad again on Friday.
Yay!
It's a movie that I need a repeated viewing just so I can see all the Easter eggs. I didn't catch the first time through, so.
Yep.
You guys aren't spoiling. Well, that's good.
We're not doing it. We're not.
There's only one thing that I wanted to talk about that I need to address because it's really bothering me, and it's like all over the media. So I think we can address the Batman Harley Quinn rescue scene.
Yeah.
That's so.
Batman.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
wait.
like
I'm
you
gonna wait
need
until
that
I'm in
made-up story that never happened.
Yes.
Somebody's twisted version.
Yes.
It's almost like he was watching a different movie.
Why? Scorpion is not part of the Suicide Squad.
Fine. I don't even know. I
Joker,
wasn't paying
Harley
attention.
Quinn, Deathstroke, Catwoman, Killer Frost, Batman.
Killer Frost, Batman, Catwoman. Okay.
My gosh.
I'm just not even. You should really pay somebody else to do this.
I should.
know.
I should do that. Ugh. All right. So
I had lots of pineapples.
This
I
is
was
the-
pineappled.
this is the only thing that we're talking about that is kind of a potential spoiler, but all of you know that Batman is a cameo in Suicide Squad. They've been talking about it for a year. He has 2 scenes. He has one with Deathstroke and one with Harley Quinn. And some idiot from Ireland, a critic who has done nothing but bash the DC Cinematic Universe, has written a very wrong article about Batman doing something with Harley Quinn that he did not.
That never happened.
That never happened.
It's kind of difficult to explain what did happen without spoiling what the movie, because it was kind of funny what
Well,
happened.
in the movie, you see him swimming after somebody, like in the
Yeah.
trailers, and then you see Harley Quinn being put on the Batmobile. So I
Okay.
mean, it's that scene that we're
Yeah,
discussing.
I mean, like, if you see Batman doing something in the movie, he's not trying to do something wrong to anyone. He's trying to help them with a medical thing, like.
Well, I mean, you can
It's
put
all
two. You can put
CPR.
two and two together. In the trailer, Batman saves Harley Quinn from drowning. In the movie, he is checking for a pulse and he does CPR, and he's kind of mad at Harley because she did something to him, so he's a little rough with her. She also, after she
Yeah, I
comes
wouldn't
back
wanna
from
save her.
being resuscitated, she tries to kill him again, so he chokes her. So this guy in Ireland has written this horrible rape culture article about Harley Quinn and Batman, and people all over the place have been talking about it since Suicide Squad
Yeah.
came out.
This is my thing, like, why would Batman, who's spoiler, Batman is Bruce Wayne.
Spoiler.
Batman, who could get any girl that he probably ever wanted. I mean, like, really nice, pretty fun to be with girls, whatever. I don't know what it's like to be a billionaire playboy. But I'm just saying, any girl in the world would want to go out with him. Why would he want to go, like, why would he need to do that? In fact, there's a possibility that, you know, I haven't seen Wonder Woman movie, but it's like Diana Wonder Woman. I mean, she's like Wonder Woman. Like, every girl would want to be her. Like, she's amazing. You know, why would he want Harley Quinn? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. It's just, I mean, Harley Quinn is adorable, but I mean, come on, it's Wonder Woman.
Stay down.
Just saying.
It's not really a spoiler because they talked about this scene
I haven't even seen
like
the Wonder Woman movie,
in
so I can't
in the
really
trailers for a very long time. They talked about what Ben's role would be. Rematch is fine. And, you know, it's upsetting to us, and a lot of people too, that these crazed critics are harping on this scene and they're not even paying attention. The first thing he does when she's out of the water and she's not breathing is he checks for a pulse. Then he gives her mouth-to-mouth, and he's angry at her. She did try to kill him, you know. Harley's not a nice person.
It's not like Batman is desperate to kiss some girl or do whatever else the guy said with her. So I'm just saying, we won't go into it very much, but that guy's insane. And obviously, if you choke someone, that would be a way of putting them down when they're trying to kill you when, you know, you're right there. I mean, I would do that too.
They're just like, a lot of these critics, when they're writing about the movie, they're making up a lot of stuff that's not there.
It's a way to knock somebody out.
Yeah, but
You know what I mean?
that's not the only thing. They find so many things to, like, talk about that. Like, the one article about, like, the overuse of guns in the movie because of Deadshot. It's like, Deadshot uses guns.
Deadshot loves gun. Like, that's what he does. Like, I don't understand what in the world. Yeah, it just... Like I said online, it doesn't. Things don't fit
So
into the fantasy box.
I'm pretty sure he erased my comment, but I called him out on stuff because in the article he was like, well, it was Deadshot and Harley Quinn.
Yeah, he said that Deadshot was Harley Quinn's boyfriend. So right there,
yeah,
you obviously weren't even watching the scene. Or I feel like half the critics that are watching this literally are just reading other critics' reviews and then basing them off that. And you know what really bothers me about movies today is people are not even criticizing the movie. They're not saying, I had a great time watching this movie, it was a lot of fun, and this was amazing, and I loved it. They're like going, okay, let's see, what is the political atmosphere of today? What's politically correct and what's not? Okay, now I have to be the thought police and tell everyone what they're allowed to believe. And, you know, are you allowed to have a pretty girl? Or she can't be too pretty now. Oh, she's too pretty. We're going to have to criticize her outfit.
That's a problem. She's too pretty.
Yeah. Oh, well, you can have some gun violence, but if you make it seem like the guy who kills for a living enjoys what he does, then it's a problem. Oh, you know, it's like, oh, well, you can have bad guys in the movie, you can have them have fun, but, oh, if their families actually learn to love them for who they are, no, that's bad. They have to hate them the whole time. They can't have any peace at all. So, yeah, it's just stupid. It's just dumb.
Well, I mean, I wrote on his thing, he erased my thing, but I called him on that, and I also said if you were actually paying attention to the scene, because I only saw the movie once so far.
Yeah.
It's like you can clearly see he checks for a pulse first, you know, and then he's ticked at her, so yeah, he roughly administers CPR. She starts coughing again, and then she gets up to attack him, and he chokes her. It's like, but he says her young body sprawled over the top of the Batmobile, and he's going into all these details that aren't there, and you could just see the sick mind that this individual has. It's, you know, it's just disturbing. And the people going after the movie for the whole gun thing, I mean, you know, it's a military type style movie, so there is a lot of gun use in it. But they obviously don't understand who Deadshot is. Deadshot is a guy who uses guns to kill people. That's what he does. He's like a master sharpshooter. He's the best in the DC universe, you know? So, I mean, it's interesting that they would go and say all this stuff to try to pull down the movie, and then they use those things, like the top 5 things that they used to give this movie the Rotten Tomato score it had was racism, sexism, gun violence, the Batmobile scene,
none of
and
which existed.
The fact that they tried to humanize the inmates.
Yeah. And that's the best part of the movie, though, to show that everyone is a person.
Harley Quinn.
A person's a person, no matter how small, or no matter if they're in prison. It's like everyone deserves a second chance. That's what's great about the movie.
Oh, don't worry, guys. I'm working on a top 5 reasons why the critics hate Suicide Squad, and I really went after that Irish writer. Like, and I basically explained why he's wrong, why he's looking for stuff that isn't there, and how he's basically influencing a lot of people. I've gotten several of those comments today on my review, and I was just stunned that he was able to influence people because he's an idiot.
Yeah.
There's like nothing about his article that is good.
Why is it that when you say something totally absurd and ignorant online, and then everyone starts believing you, and then it's like, why don't people think for themselves and just watch the movie? This is what I don't understand. Why do people even listen to critics? Like, I never even listen to them. I just go to the movie and think for myself. Like, you know.
People are like, what's racism in the okay.
There is none.
No.
There is none.
I'll cite the Washington Post. No, the Huffington Post said that Suicide Squad was racist because of their portrayal of Katana, because she was too stereotypical as a samurai and as an Asian. They were like, they should have had somebody else in the another ethnic group in the role of Katana.
So wait. You're saying that she did too well of a job showing that she was a samurai? So she did such a great job acting that it was too good and therefore racist.
If anything, I'm really surprised that the movie's not being praised for all its diversity. I really am. Like,
yeah, even Will Smith said that he loved how diverse it was. That was the whole thing. Like, people don't even know, like, this is the whole thing. Like, people want everyone to forget, like, their past or their culture. Like, not acknowledge people's culture. Like, oh, let's just pretend we're all the same and that we don't have any differences.
Well,
No, that's the whole. That would be the opposite of what you want to do. You want
it wasn't the LA Times,
you
but
wanna
I believe
appreciate
it was
people's
the
differences.
Chicago Tribune that had a problem with El Diablo being a Spanish gangbanger, because they were like, that does disservice to Mexicans. It's like, but El Diablo is a Spanish gangbanger.
Yeah, that's his character.
That's
and
his
also,
character.
Wouldn't a lot of the people in prison be in gangs? I don't really understand. Okay, I've never been in prison, but I'm just saying, if I was in prison, I would, like, find a gang right away so I don't get shanked. I'm just saying, that's what you do in prison.
Don't get shanked.
Isn't that what you do? I mean, come on. I mean, that's part of his backstory, though. Like, you know, that he was getting into the wrong crowd, and then he ended up in, you know, his wife was whatever. If he wasn't in gangs, then why would his wife be, you know, I won't talk about anything else.
Yeah, don't.
I
mean,
his.
his
I'm just saying
just
it
like
has
the comics.
to do with his backstory.
Yeah, he actually El Diablo's kind of a new character. There was a El Diablo back in the past with the guy with the tattoos and the flame powers. He's actually a new 52 creation, more or less.
It explains in the movie why he.
Of course,
what happened
because
to him.
his
it has
comic.
to do with what happened. Then.
Yeah, his comic origin is centered around like you know, family and things like that. And he's a very, like, kind of pacifist character. So a lot of these critics are seeing the movie too. They're like, we don't understand why this El Diablo, this guy who has all this power of fire or whatever, is like one of the weakest characters. It's like, he's not a weak character for choosing not to kill people. You know?
But aren't there other people in prison that are in other types of gangs? I mean, there are a lot of ethnic gangs. Like, I mean, has nobody watched, like, West Side Story? I mean, that's the kind of gangs people have in prison. It's like, so basically, it almost feels to me like they don't want a Hispanic person in the movie at all. Like, they seem racist to me for saying, oh, we don't want a Latino gangbanger in here. So you don't. Is it that you don't want a Latino in the movie?
Getting back to Katana, they had a
Okay.
problem that she only spoke Japanese in the movie. They thought that she needed to speak English because it felt weird for her to come, you know, onto the team or whatever and only speak Japanese, and for her to, you know, be very Asian. And I'm just thinking, do you have a problem with Asians or something as I'm reading these reviews? And that's why I wanted to do this top 10 video that I'm working on, because the amount of racism towards Asians and African Americans and Latinos in these, quote, very progressive articles. Like, these are very high-profile liberal newspapers and things like that.
Yeah.
And the only things they're bashing about this movie has to do with gun violence, the ethnicity choices for the film, and it's completely ludicrous. It really is. It's like, what?
Yeah, totally.
You know, and that's all they can find about the movie to complain about, you know, in these, like, page-by-page puff piece editorials. It's like,
Yeah,
my gosh.
They're like the thought police. They want us to believe certain things about society.
It's crazy. We're doing a girl fight.
Okay, I just checked on the comments, so they got a little crazy. And guys, this is our family-friendly channel, so please keep the comments PG or family-friendly. This is for kids, and even though we're playing Injustice, it's a teen-rated game. Thank you, and if you want to add somebody. Yeah, I'm just... I don't know.
It's actually funny, too. Did you know that the actress playing Katana is only 23 years old?
Yeah,
this is like
she's
her
awesome.
first breakout American film.
I think it's like, why... I don't understand why... This is my whole thing. It's like them saying things about how the movie has racism in it actually shows how racist they are. Because them saying that Katana should speak English because it would make her a better person if she spoke our language instead of hers, it just shows how racist they are. Because it's like, why are you saying English is a better language than Japanese? Maybe everyone in the movie should speak Japanese. It doesn't make any sense. Why should she have to speak
the thing that I don't understand,
English?
if you have her, like, you know, go to the English dogma or whatever, like, you know, you have to conform and speak English and do all this other stuff, the fact that her character in the comics, usually they have like little bubbles that she speaks in Japanese or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, she knows a couple words in English and she can speak English if she wants to, but it's the cultural impact of her character being a samurai. You know, just like El Diablo being Spanish, that's kind of important.
If I'm a samurai, I don't have time to learn English. I'm doing my sword stuff.
Yeah, she's got a sword that steals people's souls.
I mean,
that's awesome.
think of like all kinds of international spies and stuff like that. She probably is like on, you know, she probably has to go back to Japan and stuff like that. She doesn't have time.
She was just there for a second. So
yeah,
a lot of the people.
It's like she's so cool that they hired her for this special mission.
Besides, like, every one of their articles mentions that she only talks Japanese and that she's a stereotypical samurai, but they also mention how she had a horrible role in the movie because she just appears.
But she's not really. Why does everyone have to? Why does it have to be? Why can't the movie have, like, just because you're like, why can't you have characters in the background that do like, okay, this character did this minor thing in the movie.
But what they don't understand, do you remember Guardians of the Galaxy?
Like, why does everyone have to be...
This film, like the whole prison setting and the bad guys doing something good, that is Guardians of the Galaxy. And I would say that Suicide Squad has more of the characters fleshed out than Guardians of the Galaxy did.
Yeah,
like,
you're right.
You really didn't get to understand what these characters were about until by the end of the movie in Marvel's film. But in DC's film, you understand probably within the first hour, you know, what these characters are about. They did bad things, and they're being recruited to try to save the world. That's, you know.
But for good things about the movie, I will say that I didn't know how Will Smith was going to be as Deadshot just because he steals the show a lot, and, you know, I didn't know how he was going to be as Deadshot. I didn't know if he was going to play Will Smith. I actually do. I love the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. We both like Will Smith a lot. Just like,
am I the only one that liked him in I Am Legend? I thought that was kind of cool.
We just didn't know how. Yeah, I mean, like, he's done some things I've really liked, but some roles I wasn't sure of. So I didn't know how I was gonna like him as Deadshot. I was thinking maybe he'll just try to be himself and not be Deadshot. But I feel like he did a really good job of being Deadshot, and so did you. Like, I think, like you said in your review, like, you know, you saw Deadshot.
I didn't see Will Smith. Usually, he has like kind of this quirkiness that you can see. Will Smith is just playing a character, but he doesn't become the character. Like, he took a lot of inspiration from Deadshot, and he created like his own version of the character. But I didn't see like your typical Will Smith Men in Black, you know, Wild Wild West or whatever. This was Deadshot, and he was awesome.
Played Deadshot.
You know?
Yeah, and Deadshot was great.
I didn't really pay attention to the fight at all. I'm sorry about that. When I get talking, I don't really do a rematch. Oh, Rotten Tomatoes, this is going to blow your guys' mind. Did you know that Rotten Tomatoes is owned by Warner Brothers? Let that sink in. Just let that...
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But anyway, I love Will Smith, and I loved Harley, Margot. Forgot what her last name is.
Rotten Tomatoes was a website that was created by Warner Brothers a long time ago. They're like a subsidiary.
Actually, it's weird. I liked everyone in it. The thing is, if every single person in the movie is a star and competing for being the star, then you don't have any supporting characters. That's why, like, I feel like Katana could be a character that could come back in all kinds of DC movies. And when you're an assassin, you're not going to be, like, sitting there in the spotlight all the time. She's in the shadows all the time. She's
supposed to be.
That's what she does. If she wasn't, she wouldn't be a very good samurai.
Exactly. And she does a lot of cool stuff that people complain about. Oh, yeah, there needs to be an R rating for, you know, her sword combat. It's like, she has a sword that steals people's souls. Yes, it's going to be graphic.
Yeah, I thought her mask is amazing. I was like, I need to get that mask. It looks cool.
Her costume was actually very doable and kind of conservative for like superhero films, you know?
Yeah.
I was surprised by that. I was like, okay, that's cool.
One of my favorite characters, though, I think the first character that I was like, like that I gasped at was oh my gosh, Amanda Waller. Though
Yeah.
I would have liked to see CC Pounder there.
Oh, CC Pounder would have
I
been
thought
great.
the lady who did Amanda Waller was excellent, and I won't say too much, but I mean, that's probably why I worry about having power, because it's like, I would be like Amanda Waller. She's so cool. And I thought she did a great job.
I really did my best when I saw the Suicide Squad. I tried to turn off the critic part of my brain, but it just was, it's basically, the portrayal of the characters that they're doing is the New 52, and you guys know how I feel about the New 52. So I was stirring in my seat a little bit, and I was kind of like, you know, I don't like that characterization, I don't like that. I like Deadshot, they got Katana right, Harley, I don't like this aspect of Harley, I don't like this aspect of Killer Croc, blah, 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 blah. Because it was all straight from the New 52. Like, you know, I mean, Deadshot and Harley are Batman villains. They've always been that way.
The things you didn't like were probably stuff that were in the New 50. The same things you don't like about the New 52.
Right,
A lot of them.
right.
Well, I actually liked the whole thing. I really liked it a lot.
But, I mean, Amanda Waller is awesome, but...
She might have done a few things that were questionable.
Right.
We'll see. I don't know. I mean, I might have done that too. I don't know.
No, you wouldn't have. The Amanda Waller that you are going to see, like the characterization, the way that she carries herself, her mannerisms.
You want to run out of the theater because you're scared.
I'm speaking.
Okay, go on.
Her mannerisms and the way that she acts is the New 52 Amanda Waller. So she's thinner. She's a lot tougher and more like, this is somebody who worked her way up through the military, and she's scary, you know? With CC Pounder, the character that you remember from like Justice League and the Suicide Squad animated film, she was evil and scary, but I mean, this lady's like a different type of, you know, leader of the Suicide Squad. She's somebody that you don't really mess around with. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, sorry if I kept interrupting you there.
Yeah, when Amber interrupts me and stuff like that, I have to finish my thought.
Luke has ADD, so I interrupt him and it drives him crazy, so.
Yeah,
Sorry.
That's a pet peeve of mine, which maybe people know that, maybe they don't. I don't know. So.
Yeah. Actually liked her in,
What?
Well, I mean, I liked her better than the Amanda Waller in, the Arrow show. And I'm not, like, a fan of that Amanda Waller.
No.
That Amanda Waller was just mean. Like, this Amanda Waller, I feel like even though she's tough, like, you can almost see, like, a human side of her.
Pick
almost.
Martha. Pick
Martha.
Martha!
Yeah,
No.
but the thing is, I have to say about Harley is that, you know, they didn't ever they didn't do, like, close-up shots of her. Like, all of this stuff that they're trying to say about Harley, really, compared to a lot of movies and stuff today, like, she was just there. She was just, like, and, you know, she was adorable and flirty and just, she was Harley, you know? It's just like, I don't know. Anyway, I'm not gonna say anything else. I thought she was great, and, yeah.
Well, I mean, there is one
they're
thing.
being way too hard on
I mean, not spoilers, but a lot of people have texted us and asked us, "Is this a movie that you would take kids to?" And it's like, no. When we were watching the movie, there were actually kids in the theater that it was packed.
They were crying.
I mean, we were there opening day.
There was a lot of
There were so many kids there that wanted, because they saw Batman in the commercials and they're thinking Batman has a huge role in this
not
movie.
Really in it very much.
No. He has the cameos and that's it. So the whole time these kids are seeing like all these villains and they do bad things. They're bad guys.
Yeah, and they can't. The kids can't understand that. Like, it's just going to be a lot of bad guys.
A lot of bad guys, a lot
stuff.
of death, a lot of shooting.
It's not going to be It's not going to have a lot of heroic people like coming and saving the day.
So I mean, I'm hoping to, when we go see the movie
I would
again, we're
never-
going early Friday so we can avoid. The kids won't be awake yet.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like an experience for me where it made the atmosphere more tense for me when I heard babies crying and little kids, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, there was like kids that were like, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see it. I wanted to reach over and be like, I'm so sorry. It's Mommy,
I don't want to be here anymore.
Like,
Why are we watching this?
Yeah.
Ah!
But then that same little kid that was near us knew who Deadshot was. He was like, that's Deadshot!
Yeah,
Oh,
because
no.
he remembers him from Batman movies and things like that.
Yeah.
But
I mean, yeah.
Deadshot, I mean, he really, Harley Quinn wasn't in it, I mean, it would have been a Deadshot movie. I mean, he really steals the show. But if you're trying to picture, like, how he acts, you've never seen a Deadshot like this before. He is not the Arkham Origins Deadshot. He's not the Suicide Squad
Yeah.
Deadshot. You don't have time to look at comments.
Sorry.
He's not the Suicide Squad, like, animated
forgot.
movie. He's not the Justice League Deadshot. Well, actually, no, I take that back. Do you remember when Deadshot tried to kill Aquaman in the animated series? Like, the Justice League? He was like, gee, why would a hired gun, like, you know, be hired to kill somebody? I feel like Will Smith took some of the character from Bruce Timm's Justice League show and incorporated that a little bit into Suicide Squad. There are some elements of that character that Will Smith is playing.
Yeah.
Like, he's a fun kind of, like, assassin. You know, he's a little quippy. He's not a lot quippy. He's more ground in realism, but he's not the Arkham Origins Deadshot. He's not Suicide Squad animated. You know, he's not like this cold-blooded killer. He has a family, you know, and it's Will Smith playing and breathing life into the character.
I heard he pushed continue.
Oh, so I gained a level. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm probably gonna be very, very protective of kids, like, when I have kids someday, so it's like, I stray more on the safe side, so if anyone, like, is under, like, I don't know, a certain age, like 15...
Deadshot?
I'm
gonna call somebody out on that. They just said in the comments, Deadshot is not funny. In the 80s Suicide Squad comics and Batman crossovers and things like that, Deadshot had kind of a sense of humor. It was dark humor, you know, like involving murder and things like that, but it was there. So when Will Smith was given source material to read, it was probably the 80s Suicide Squad stuff, and maybe he watched some Justice League stuff. I don't know. I have a feeling that this is the character that we're going to see in, you know, Justice League movies or maybe Justice League Dark, Outsider movies. I don't know. I don't think this is the last. Will Smith has a lot of star power behind him. This is not just going to be a one-time, you know, I played Deadshot in one movie. They're setting up a universe here. He's going to be back in something. I don't know what it'll be, but he will. They set the ground for it. But if Deadshot only appeared in one episode of Justice League when he tried to kill Aquaman, and he was kind of funny, you know, and then Batman took him aside and, you know, Superman was like, you don't want to know what Batman said to get a confession out of him. So, I mean, but he was being funny.
And I also like how they are making a friendship between Deadshot and some other people that might carry on into some other movies. So, basically, I really liked it. I loved it. It was a really fun movie.
No, I still wouldn't take kids to see this. I mean,
it's not. I don't feel. I mean, I understand it says it's PG-13. I would have not rated this movie PG-13.
It just missed an R rating. They actually had to cut parts of the film to get a PG-13 rating.
Yeah, it seemed like that to me.
And the director even said, you know, unlike Batman v Superman, we're not going to make an ultimate cut, which Jared Leto is kind of upset about because he's been all over the media saying, they cut most of my scenes, and Will Smith was like, yeah, the Batman fight, you know, that we were supposed to do in costume, that didn't happen. So, I mean, there were parts of the movie, not just Joker, that were cut out, and they probably did it to keep that PG-13 rating.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get them as deleted scenes, but there was all this stuff that Deadshot was, like, talking about, like, after that one... There's a clip online that shows Deadshot, like, getting a hit. Like, apparently there is a deleted scene that has Batman and Deadshot fighting in costume in Gotham, because that's where the hit happens.
Yeah.
And, you know, Deadshot gets away or whatever, but it's a really cool cinematic fight. But they cut it, so we don't get that. You know, you just find out, oh, Batman put him in prison, but you don't get to see the cool thing. Instead, they do something else about how he gets arrested, which shows a lot of heart and stuff like that, but it was kind of like, oh, I would have loved to see a fight scene, but no. And some of Harley Quinn's stuff got cut, Colonel Flagg's stuff got cut. And they did it to try to keep the pacing of the film, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like, I know that they had to edit it again to add humor.
Well, yeah, they did. And I will tell you this, guys and gals, when we were watching the movie, some of the humor that they put into the film, they say they didn't, but it was so cringeworthy. Like, just...
Really?
Yes.
I liked it!
No, it was cringy.
It was funny!
That...
Man, I'm, like, totally... And I don't know. Now you get to hear my crazy thoughts on it, and Luke, you'll actually get to hear Luke's real review on it later.
I did a real review. I haven't posted the spoiler thing yet.
You haven't posted the big one. You and I disagree on. Never mind. A couple things.
Of course we disagree. We're a married couple.
Yeah.
Hi-yo.
Stay down.
One of my favorite characters was not even. Well, I can't really spoil it. A little girl in the movie was probably one of my favorite characters, though. I think she really brought heart to her dad.
Yeah, this is. I mean, I will say this. This is probably one of the less raunchy comic book films that you will see if you do see it. Like, there's no Michael Bay zoom-in shots.
Yeah.
There's no like characters gawking at the girl like, oh my gosh, she's so hot.
That's the thing.
You know?
It's like Harley Quinn. It's like the people around her are like big brothers to her. It's not like they're like staring at her or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they respect her for her skills in... She wasn't chosen because she looked a certain way. She was chosen for the Suicide Squad because she can, you know, kick some butt or whatever, so...
I will tell you guys this. Slipknot had such an explosive performance, it blew my mind.
Yeah, we can't talk about it more than that.
I can't go into it other than a spoiler, but it was just mind-blowing.
Oh.
Okay, so who did you pick? I didn't see who you...
Yeah, I mean, like...
you guys get my dry sense of humor. Alright.
Captain Boomerang was fun, too.
Captain Boomerang, okay. That actor, I never thought I would like him. Like,
You just liked it. I liked everyone.
No, I've seen that actor in other movies, and I was just like, no, not this guy again. I liked him as Captain Boomerang. He was funny. You know, it really didn't feel like he did all that much with his boomerangs. I mean,
yeah. He was
there,
but he was fun.
He was fun. He was
And
fun.
it was good for fans of him, his fans. Like,
yeah, he kind
there
of...
were a lot of people that were like, oh my gosh, Captain Boomerang.
He kind of acted like, maybe like the fourth wall into the movie. Like, you know, he picked a fight with El Diablo, which was like,
oh
what?
my gosh.
Oh, look. Well, they showed in the trailer. They're like, oh, you're the fire guy. And he takes out fire, and it's like, see, look, fire. So, I mean, he's just like
yeah,
kind of
he's
the...
just kind of a regular guy. Kind of.
Yeah, he's the regular Joe
the
type
most
guy.
sane, maybe. I
he is
guess
sane.
Deadshot is sane. Too.
No, he's sane. Deadshot's
Okay.
sane. He kills people for money.
Yeah.
You know, the other guy's just a thief. He doesn't
guess-
really belong in a maximum security prison. He's just a bank robber. You know, he's one of Flash's rogues. So, pie to the face.
No! I liked everyone. I even liked Killer Croc. I wish I could play as Killer Croc in this game, but...
Well, yeah. Well, her costume wasn't that of the Harley Quinn costume. Some people said that Margot didn't like her costume, like that she was wearing, because it wasn't. I mean,
oh, she didn't.
No.
She wanted to wear a regular costume, like she was really Harley
She
Quinn.
wanted the Paul Dini costume. She actually met Paul Dini, by the way.
Really? She wanted to wear what?
The classic spandex.
Really?
The classic Harley
She
look.
wanted to wear that?
She didn't like the new 52 look. No.
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't like the new 52 look Harley
She
either.
wanted to wear the classic, because I never think like that one looked very pretty, so I thought she would want to wear what she was
It's
wearing.
not pretty. She's like a crazy looking clown. I would have loved
She
to see
wanted
her
to be
in
crazy-looking
the
clown?
iconic costume. That would have been great. I mean, that was one of my big problems with the movie. I mean, her costume's not that bad compared to other, like, you know, Scarlett
Yeah, I mean, she's not wearing.
Johansson.
I mean,
and,
she's wearing like.
you know,
I guess you could call it like those little shorts people wear when
gym
they're.
shorts.
Yeah.
She's wearing
doing,
sparkly gym shorts.
Yeah, she's like got like a sports bra, well, kind of. And colorful and like a little gym shorts thing, very tiny gym shorts.
It throws cheddar cheese at you. It's been so long since I played as Joker, I don't remember. I don't remember! No! No!
Yeah.
No!
I did it.
Stay down.
Button mashing
I mean,
for the win.
her new 52 look, I mean, it's kind of like a gym girl with like a crop top and shorts or whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
It's actually not as revealing as the new 52 outfit.
No, it's not. But I mean, I feel bad for Maggie then, because I mean, I read somewhere that she was uncomfortable.
So she really did want to wear the
I think she
Harley
thought she was
outfit.
like, she had the impression that it was going to be kind of like an Injustice world, so she probably thought it'd be the Injustice Harley costume, like the regime or the
Oh.
insurgency or something.
Yeah.
So,
Interesting. Oh, she's kind of cool for
Well,
wanting.
here's
That's
what.
kind of cool. She wanted to wear the original Harley outfit.
Yeah.
That makes her more cool in my book.
Here's what we can say though, because of how well she did in the movie. When she gets her own Harley Quinn film, you know she's going to change the costume. It's going to be something else. It's going to be something better.
Yeah, at least they did throwbacks to her different outfits and stuff. They did a lot of throwbacks to different comic book things.
The Joker.
Totally.
I don't really know what I'm going to play as. Deathstroke, I guess. I don't know.
Deathstroke.
I mean, I feel like people's real problem with the movie is that, you know, whenever you watch a DC film, it actually, whereas when you're watching Marvel, it's in a fantasy world where everything's colorful and nothing's realistic. Whereas, I feel like when you're watching a DC movie, some of the things look like real things you would see in real life.
Yeah. Okay.
So it hits harder home. You know?
It's kind of a spoiler that she does wear the classic costume for like 5 seconds, and they do like tease it like in the Wolverine movie, like where he gets his costume. You see it in the trunk. And for whatever reason, the costume people are like, you know, we're going to have her dress up like this. And, you know, we know she's going to get her own movie. So I'm saying that she should have either the Injustice costume or one of the other Harley Quinn costumes so she feels more comfortable in the role. And she owned it. She owned Harley Quinn.
Oh, yeah.
But
even, like,
it's the new
everything
52
that she
Harley.
did, like, you know, just, like, all her little mannerisms, you know, bubblegum and everything, she's just being really cutesy. Very Harley, and, like, it was almost like every time she was on camera, she was Harley, like.
Did they have the Bubble 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 Pop song in Suicide Squad? Because I think that would have fit Harley Quinn more. You know, bubble, 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 pop, bubble, pop. 'Cause she's always
That would
like.
have been cute.
That's a Korean song, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't. I don't think they had that.
That would have been a good song. They had that one song, like the "Don't
had
Tell
some-
Me What to Do." Don't.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
even know. Did they have that in the movie or just the teaser?
That was a '60s like protest song or something like that. But one of the things I really didn't like about the movie that I'm going to talk about in my spoiler section, whenever that comes out, is I wasn't a fan of all the pop music. I really feel that pop music kind of dates a movie. I didn't like when they had pop music in the Keaton film, like the first one, because it kind of takes it away from this timeless world. So Suicide Squad has a lot of music that's current and 80s and 90s.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of liked it, though. I mean, I felt like it was trying to make audiences that didn't know much about comics enjoy the movie more. And I feel like that's the reason they got her in that outfit, too, because it was like, I think maybe people wouldn't have understood, like, this is her comic book outfit. They would have been like, what is she wearing? Like, I think, felt like they had to compromise and, like, make it like, okay, she's supposed to be a really cute girl, so we'll give her this outfit. Like,
Well,
so people
the reason
understand.
why they had her in that outfit too, Harley Quinn has like kind of a duality to her. She like talks to herself and she does other things that's very New 52 Harley. Because she gets the reason why her skin is white is it's not the Harley Quinn that a lot of you guys grew up with, Batman the Animated Series or even DC Comics early run. This is the Harley that in 2011 was thrown into the same Ace Chemical toxic stuff as the Joker, so she also has white skin. She also is kind of insane. And the reason why the costume people said they gave her that look is to show that she's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
You know? But we're going to see her come into more of her own in the next movie, probably. Which, I mean, I really believe that they're going to rush a Harley Quinn movie now. I see it.
You think they're gonna have a Harley Quinn movie?
2018 Harley Quinn movie.
It's interesting. Like, DC is the only people who seem to make women. They always call DC, you know, sexist, but it's like DC is the only people that are gonna make a movie starring a girl. You know, Wonder Woman and possibly Harley. They'll never make a Black Widow movie ever. They never will.
Her accent switched so much in the movie. At one point, I thought she's supposed to be from Brooklyn. Harley Quinn, and
I don't know what should be. Well, maybe Catwoman. Was she in the new Suicide
Catwoman
Squad?
appeared in the Suicide Squad, so
Okay,
yeah, be
we'll be
Catwoman. That's fine.
Oh, see, I'm not very good at accents, so I couldn't tell.
No, well, she was going through different accents all the time, but
She's Australian.
that bothered me.
Actress is Australian.
That bothered me a little bit, but to me, it felt like New 52 Harley. You know, like this kind of deranged individual. So I mean,
Maybe
it
she's
worked.
playing someone who's pretending to have an accent.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
Along now.
Something like that.
I have
Yeah, I mean, I'm
business to
surprised because I really wasn't even gonna see the movie at all because I didn't like bad guys starring. But the way that they did the movie, it was kind of like saying, you know, it's definitely a redemption thing. You know, everyone's a person, and even bad guys can do good things. You know.
Well, that's the theme of the movie. I mean,
And-
every DC film that I know of in this new cinematic universe has like either a theme of redemption or characters needing to do something to prove to everybody that they matter.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing about Batman, though, I think, like, is that he cares about criminals in the way that he actually wants criminals to be, you know, become part of society again and be
Yeah.
regular people. Whereas a lot of people, I feel like the politically correct way of
Well,
thinking...
he didn't care about criminals in Batman v Superman.
Well, no.
He's
But I
gone
mean, like,
back to
I-
being how he was.
I feel like our society thinks like, oh, somebody's a criminal, so they don't matter as a human being. Let's just throw them in some box and lock away the key. They don't get to ever see their family. They don't deserve it. You know, and I feel like that's why people didn't like this movie, because they don't want to think about criminals as human beings, as having families, as having lives and dreams, and just because you did one thing wrong, you know, 40 years ago, why is your whole life over? Why do you not matter as a human? Why, you know what I mean? Like, everyone's a person. Like, it's just, that's what I think is wrong about people's weird mentality of watching this movie. Like, oh, well, this person's a criminal and you shouldn't glorify that. You're not glorifying it, you're saying, you know,
You can't talk and play, can
yeah,
you?
no, I can't. I'm just saying you're not when you count someone as a human being, even though that's the thing is you can't say, well, I've never done anything wrong, and people in prison have done something wrong, so you know they don't count and they don't get to have dreams. It's like, actually, no, we all do bad things all the time. Like, I'm sure everyone is. I never would say this, but it's like everyone is one bad day away from, like, anyone can totally lose it and do something crazy. Like, we're all flawed people. We're all the same.
We haven't talked about the
So,
Joker
that's how I
yet.
feel.
We've talked about the Batman Harley Quinn scene, which has the critics up in an upheaval. Some critics, mostly perverted critics. We've talked about Harley Quinn. We haven't talked about Joker yet. We could talk about Joker. We should do that. So people want to know what we think about Joker, Jay.
The Joker.
Ah, why do I keep doing that? It's the wrong one.
Alright, yeah, we're not
The
gonna,
Joker.
like, we don't want to name him. We gotta,
What?
yeah, no politics in the chat, please. Everyone's saying who they're supporting for the election
Oh,
in the chat.
jeez. No politics.
Please don't, it doesn't matter. Like, we're playing, like, I feel like gaming is a escape from reality. Like, I don't, yeah, who cares? It's just, thank you. Please no politics. I might just have to,
It's not like either
I might
candidate
even
is
have to
worth voting for
censor
anyway.
people who write politics because it doesn't matter. Like,
Okay, so we're doing a Joker
Okay.
bout. Joker bout.
all right, there we go.
Arkham Asylum. And, alright, Joker. What did we think of Joker? I'm not sold on his performance yet. I'm not. He's all-star Joker. I even said in my review, All-Star Joker was this mob boss in the famous All-Star Batman story. He has lots of tattoos. Yep. He has lots of
Killing
tattoos. He is a very revered and respected mob boss that has like this vast criminal organization. And Jared Leto's Joker is a mob boss with lots of tattoos that's very respected in the criminal underworld. Like, he's not this crazy psycho clown that is kind of like a practical jokester like we saw with Jack Nicholson and Cesar Romero and Mark Hamill. You know, he's kind of like a mix between the New 52 Joker, who ripped off his face, and Heath Ledger's Joker, if I'm being 100% honest. That's the Joker that I kind of got, and his laugh is just terrible. I hate his laugh. I can't.
Yeah, I think they should have I think they could have had you dub in the laugh for that, though.
Also, he breathes and makes noises a lot like Lex. So he's like,
I thought,
no.
I thought the Joker worked well with Harley, though.
Yeah, the Joker works well with Harley, but his scenes were just, it was, you know,
It's like Harley is more memorable than the Joker.
It's like, I don't know, some guy in a nursing home who's having trouble breathing. That's his laugh. And I'm just like, no! How is that scary?
I don't even think I'm allowed to say my opinion about the Joker because when it comes to like comparing to Heath Ledger, no one's allowed to say Heath Ledger they didn't like his because he passed away.
He also doesn't have any like
I don't know what to say.
Did you pick up any? All the Jokers that have appeared in cinema have like one line that you remember quoting like the rest, you know, after you've seen the movie. I didn't come away with a Joker line from the movie.
It was just Harley's.
Other than I'm gonna hurt you really, really bad. That's like the only line.
I just remembered his teeth.
Yeah.
But okay, fine. I'll just say it. People will be mad at me, but I actually like this Joker better than Jack Nicholson or the Heath Ledger Joker.
But I
don't like him as well.
In
as Mark
Jared
Hamill,
Leto's
though.
defense, most of his Joker scenes were all cut out. Like they got rid of them.
I did feel like he was scary though. I didn't like his scenes. They were kind of scary. So maybe that's why they were cut out. Maybe he had some scary stuff in it.
Well, I mean, he did some pretty weird things to the cast. Like he would send dead rats, and
What?
he really got into the method
What
acting
are you
of the Joker.
talking about? Sounds
Yeah.
weird.
It
Weirdo.
was pretty weird.
It's called acting, dude.
The Joker wins.
That's what I don't understand. Like, why?
That's his laugh.
Well,
That's
you
a
get
laugh?
the impression from the movie that there must be something good about him because Harley's totally smitten.
That laugh doesn't, like, you know, Mark Hamill's laugh, that's freaky. Jack Nicholson's laugh was kind of like, you know, it was kind of like homicidal.
I didn't
and
like
fun.
the Jack Nicholson Joker. He scared me. I didn't like him. I didn't like him putting like stuff
If I'm
on
being
girls'
my
faces and
laugh
stuff.
that I've developed over the years is kind of a combination of Jack Nicholson
Oh my
and
gosh.
Caesar Romero. Like I like that sinister laugh. That's fun.
You're scaring me. You're scaring me, Kwing.
So yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, I think I've said as much as I can say without spoiling things.
There we go. Sometimes when I'm like on the highway and something funny happens on the radio, people look at me like I'm weird. So it's like, what?
I don't even know. I guess I'll be Killer
Killer
Frost, girl.
Frost.
Okay, so we've done we
So anyway,
haven't done Wayne yet.
without spoiling anything, please let us know in the comments below what you thought of the movie, if you saw it, or if you're gonna see it, what are you looking forward to about seeing Suicide Squad? What characters did you really like in it, or what characters are you looking forward to seeing?
Yeah, and just, you know, I mean, we addressed a couple spoilers, but we really didn't go over any plot points, I don't believe. No, we didn't talk about any plot. Talked about some characterization. No, Killer Croc is too much of a spoiler. We really can't talk about him. That's a shame, though. He was a good character.
Yeah, I really liked some stuff about him. I thought they portrayed him well, and like his backstory and everything. And I thought you actually liked him.
I liked Killer
I
Croc.
liked him. Like I feel like he's a nice. Almost. I don't know. It's almost like they made me like the bad guys too much because I was rooting for them so much that
I'll just
surprised me.
I'm just gonna say
Surprised
one
me.
thing. I feel like if they were really trying to market Batman more in this movie, they should have had. I'm sorry, but I don't believe that the U.S. government could have taken down Killer Croc. I just don't.
Yeah, they should have brought Batman,
Batman
in to
should
help
have been
them
in it.
take him down.
And I feel that Killer Croc was not that imposing of a character.
Yeah,
Like
I agree.
maybe they
Should've
should
been
have
a
done
little
like
bigger.
some camera shots to make him look bigger or something like that.
Or
because
maybe a little CGI or something. No.
for me, it felt like when he was with the group, it kind of took away from the belief that Killer Croc was like this humanoid monster, because he looked to be just a little bit bigger than the rest of the Suicide Squad.
It was like they were trying to make him very human.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I don't know, I kind of thought about it. It made me think of him as more human, though. Like,
Yeah.
he's just a human that looks different.
The actor
Like, that's
inside
how I feel.
the Killer Croc costume did great, but
Yeah.
I just feel like they should have made him more of like a he's supposed to be a metahuman. He's supposed to be like this really scary guy, and over time, his disease, like his mutation, makes him bigger and more reptilian-like. So, you know...
Yeah, but not as big as he was in Arkham. I don't like him that
No,
big.
I don't like him that big either. I
No,
agree to that. I don't
that
want
was
him
too
that big.
crazy.
They were going... Paul Dini was going for like crazy monster mash in Arkham. That's why Bane and
Yeah.
Killer Croc looked, you know, the way they did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wish there were more characters we could play as.
I know, but we are doing more Injustice. So, Suicide Squad stuff aside, those of you that are just joining the stream, Injustice Versus is becoming a staple on the Let's Play channel again until Injustice 2 comes out.
Yeah.
So, we are going to be doing it at least twice a week. And what we need from you guys and gals in the comments below is to tell us what characters you want to see in Injustice Versus, and the episodes be anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes long, and we will be recording them in bulk, so we have episodes to release on time and things like that. So we just need ideas and, you know, topics that you guys want to see, and, you know, we like playing this game. It's
Yeah,
fun.
we
We
like
sit
playing
down,
Injustice.
podcast style, and we play the game.
I used to hate playing it, but I'm learning to play it. I'm gonna have to practice so I can beat Kwing a little bit more. It's a
Get me
while.
talking, you can be Kwing. I'm gonna be Catwoman this time. Selena Kyle.
Catwoman.
And you're going with
Yeah, I'm voting for Amanda Waller. There.
Amanda Walton.
No. This is why I would never run for anything, because I would be afraid once I would have power I'd turn into Amanda Waller. I'm not gonna say anything.
Don't say anything else.
I won't say anything
My
else.
gosh,
She's so cool.
you're so bad at this.
She's so cool, but scary. She's cool.
You run along now.
I don't know what to do with you.
I know, I'm hinting.
I have
So.
business
You're hinting
to
too
attend to.
much. You're hinting too much.
Kwing, when are you guys gonna play Web of Shadows?
Web of Shadows premieres at the end of this month. There's a lot of episodes that K-Bro currently has that he's editing, so it's not ready yet. The series that you guys will see this week is Sonic Adventure DX. At least the Sonic story, and also we have, what was it? That Eskimo game is called what? Never Alone? That's what it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Never Alone, and
Oh, yeah,
Injustice
Never Alone.
Versus,
Yeah, Never Alone.
and possibly a Sonic tablet game I'm looking at, or something else. I don't know, because I'm doing solo projects right now. Like, I've been writing a lot of lore, because people are like, I want to know more about Dick Grayson, I want to know more about this. So I've been studying and doing a lot of single reviews, and I'm also currently working on Suicide Squad stuff at the moment, so that's why there wasn't any videos yesterday. I apologize for that. That's why we're live streaming tonight. And Monster Hunter's going to be coming back. I had to send the rest to K-Bro to edit because I don't have time. I can't write these scripts and work on these written reviews and things like that for DC stuff because I just can't clone myself. So he's editing the rest of Monster Hunter. It should be back next week, I believe, something like that. So I apologize. It's just we worked on a bunch of episodes before it came out, and then I stopped playing for a while.
Yeah, I mean,
So.
and we've just been, it's been a difficult summer.
It's been a crazy summer.
Had a lot of stuff. We're finally able to build our dresser. Well, actually, our friends
Our
came
friends
over,
built our dresser, yeah.
built it, so thank you so much. And I think they're actually,
And we watched Justice League with them yesterday too. That was awesome.
yeah, that was
They brought
really
their kids
fun.
over.
We had a lot of fun.
We did have a lot of fun.
And so, yeah.
Scratch your face, scratch your face.
And, you know, it's just like we're
You can
still
whip
in the
it.
middle of moving into, we still haven't done a
You
house
can
tour
whip
because
it.
we're still moving, and I didn't feel very good today, so it's just been a crazy summer, and Luke hasn't been doing well with the heat, and yeah, so it's just been like, But, yeah, we just have...
I'm perfectly fine without Monster Hunter, not a fan. The reception for Monster Hunter went
No,
down so
we like-
much.
But, people want to know what your thoughts are, but I don't know if you can give them on the Telltale Batman. if you like the game, or what do you think it's gonna, what do you think, how do you think it's going
I'm
so far?
actually I'm working on a review of that. So after we post our 4th episode tomorrow, that's it for Telltale Batman until the 2nd episode, whenever that comes out. I'm hearing from them either September or October, and I'm like, why so long? It's like, really, you know. But I have a review that I'm currently working on.
Yeah.
And I know Amber, I've been poking Amber to get back to Fire Emblem, and she's been coming after me to do more of the Bravely Second streams. So the Bravely Second stuff that we did is going to be posted this week. I'm sorry I haven't had time to upload it yet. I broke up the chunks from the live stream, and I'm going to be uploading them. There's like 8 episodes.
Yeah, people in the chat said they want to see more K-Bro. They want him to show up more. Well, I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
Well,
He's very busy. Like, I put him through a lot of work.
He's
no, I
to
do.
a desk.
I
Yeah.
do. I put him through a lot of work.
He does a lot. And somebody said, I am 12 and I watched The Killing Joke, K-Wife, but you said it was for grown-ups.
It was for grown-ups. It was a rated R movie.
I was bothered by watching it. I had to go and watch some happy things, and I was still bothered. Like, I was bothered by the Killing Joke movie. Like, it bothered me more than watching Suicide Squad. A lot more. Like, I wasn't okay for a couple days. Like,
You got mad at me.
I don't like movies that mess with me psychologically. Maybe some people are fine with it, but for me, like, I don't like it. So, I guess it depends on you. But I was able to watch the Suicide Squad better than the Killing Joke. I don't like the Killing Joke. I don't like the Killing Joke. I don't like the comic. So, I don't like it. So that's me. But I mean, I understand it's very well written. Maybe that's why it bothers me so much. So that's just me. So a 12-year-old version of me would not be okay watching it. So there you go.
So those of you guys listening, Sonic Adventure, the Sonic story, will be up this week. End of August will be the start of Spider-Man Web of Shadows on the PS3. It is happening. It is coming. G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra is coming out this month. Amber and I had a okay time playing Ghostbusters, and I was like, there's a better game that we can play that's just like this, so we did G.I. Joe.
Oh, this costume is kind of cute.
Yeah, it is cute. I mean, that would have been kind of cute.
Yeah. Like, this is kind of like what she would have looked like, except for the holes in her costume. This is kind of her costume. Yeah, I'm sorry. I interrupted you, Dan.
No, it's
I
okay.
lost you. I can't even remember what you were talking about. I'm sorry.
I was just telling people we're doing like this month so far.
G.I.
I mean,
Joe.
I'm doing an update video this week anyway. But for those of you in the stream that are interested,
we're trying to find ways to balance out the Nightwings 01 and Kwings.
yeah, because Amber really likes me working more on the Nightwing 01 channel because then she gets to do more things that she likes.
I get to, play my piano and go out and like whatever, like hang out in my room with T a little bit, like and eventually, I'm gonna be doing some other stuff, hopefully that is important, but I mean, I do get to relax a little bit and just, I get to hear you tell me your script and, hopefully actually make you some food once in a while. We've been having some corn chowder, but I didn't make that, we got that, but... I get some laundry done, stuff like that.
Yeah, you get laundry done. Why are you not? Don't look at the comments
stop.
during the fight. That's why
am?
you lose.
I am not. I'm not in a fight. Okay. No, I was winning.
You were reading comments during the battle.
Where wasn't?
I feel like Amber does. The Injustice series is gonna be done like not live.
All right.
So,
So from now on, you're gonna make me fight, and then I'll just.
no, I'm saying like our Injustice versus like they're gonna give us things. So this is a live stream though, so this is interaction versus. Dun, 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 dun. Amber, do better. She can't talk and play like with the chat. She looks at her phone and that's why she's
Alright,
failing.
I put my phone down. Alright, now you're going down, Dustin. You're going down.
This I gotta see. That smarted a little bit. Did you just throw a bomb at me? I know you didn't just throw a bomb at me.
Ah, that was not very nice to do that to a lady.
Hello, bad guy. Also, I'm an equal opportunity villain, so I mean, yeah. Bullets to the face! Oh. Haha.
Okay.
Did you just shoot confetti at me? I think you did. I was trying to think what else. I think we addressed all the things that we can talk about. Suicide
addressed
Squad.
Everything.
Without getting into the plot.
I did like the guy who worked for Amanda Waller. He's
Colonel
pretty
Flag?
cool. I don't know
Duke?
if he's a comic book character.
Yeah, he is.
And I liked his interaction with. Thought his conversations with Deadshot were pretty cool. So I'm hoping that they will. I shouldn't say anything else, but I hope they'll be in movies together in the future.
If they make another Suicide Squad, Rick Flag is the leader of the Suicide Squad until Deadshot takes over, like in the
What?
comics.
Deadshot takes over the
Mm-hmm.
squad in the comics? Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep.
Interesting. That could be cool.
Harley Quinn has taken over the squad in the comics sometimes too.
Wow.
Yep.
That's interesting. See, I'm glad I saw the movie because I never could have imagined what Harley Quinn would have been like on her own without the Joker. It's like, she's fine.
If I'm being honest
awesome.
though, like I mean with the Suicide comics, I mean I didn't ever read a lot of them because the Suicide Squad kills a lot of people. It was kind of like, and I'm not trying to diss Marvel, I'm just saying like Marvel comics, a lot of characters kill.
It's a lot
So,
of...
except for Spider-Man. Spider-Man doesn't really try to kill people, but Iron Man, Captain America, all those guys, you know, it's like they're basically Deadshot. They're paid by the government to kill people. And Deadshot goes to jail for it, but the Avengers get paid to do it. So it's just kind of like, I can't really get into comic books like that, you know? So, I mean, the Suicide Squad is basically a paid mercenary group, if you really think about it. You know,
Yeah,
they
like,
start out as, like, prison... And this has nothing to do with the movie. This is the Suicide Squad comics. They start out as, like, prisoners that, you know, are trying to get off time of their sentence. And then eventually, they do a different thing where they become, like, soldiers of fortune, basically. They operate through the U.S. government. And they also still have bombs in their heads, which is kind of interesting. But
if the U.S. government could do it in a normal way, they wouldn't, like, if it wasn't dangerous and if they weren't going to kill a lot of people, then they wouldn't need to hire criminals to do it.
Harley Quinn.
It's like they purposely have to hire criminals to do something they wouldn't want to do. They don't want to do their own dirty work, basically.
more or less,
That's what it feels like.
Yeah, I agree to that.
I can't be any of these characters.
No, you can't. Not on the street.
K-Wing.
Follow the rules.
This? No.
No, you can't. As much as I would love to play this, he doesn't count to me. So this is hour and a half stream. We're going to be ending in 10 minutes. So this video will get up for you guys, and then, I don't know, we're probably going to crash because my parents are visiting tomorrow, something like that.
Yeah.
So, and then Tuesday, Amber and I have a date to go see a movie, and then Friday we're doing another movie, but, you know.
Yeah, if anything, this movie makes me like Harley, because I never really... I'm always like, I don't like the bad guys and whatever, so it makes you appreciate the bad guys a little bit more watching it, and it's like, okay, she's adorable.
I ate Kwings' grandma. Spit her out!
It made me like Deadshot more too, because I just thought he's just a heartless killer that just kills people, and it's just like, you realize there's
He wasn't a heartless killer.
there's
in
a lot
this.
more to
There
him.
was more heart to his character.
Yeah, there's a lot to him.
The Deadshot that I never liked. Do you remember that Batman Gotham Knight movie from like the anime Batman movie with the 6 stories that were all done by different like famous Japanese artists and stuff like that? And Kevin came back to do the voice, and people are like, "Oh, they should have gotten Christian Bale because it's basically a tie-in to the Dark Knight." You remember that? Deadshot that they had there was like the antithesis of Bruce Wayne. He was like the opposite, a billionaire that, you know, killed for money and things like that, used guns, and, you know.
I feel like the characters in this movie were very likable. Like, you liked everybody. Like, yeah. I'm sorry, I totally.
No, I'm
interrupted
just
you.
saying, like, I really liked Deadshot the way that Will Smith did it, because
Yeah,
he reminded me
definitely.
of the 80s Deadshot.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, he does. He is like that personality.
Because usually when people put Deadshot into like the latest Batman games, like Arkham Origins, and you know movies like the Suicide Squad, the animated movie that came out last year, Assault on Arkham or whatever, he's just kind of like not likable. You know,
exactly.
He's
you
mean
like, you think, like,
cold-blooded
you just
killer.
want to take this guy down because you just hate him. Yeah,
His
exactly.
fight against the Joker though in Assault on Arkham was pretty awesome. Like and it was kind of like whoa.
Yeah, I really like the scene at the end, but I'm not gonna say what it was. But I really liked it. I thought it was really, really cute. And I know critics like said something about it, but I really liked it. I thought it was perfectly done.
Yeah, I can't believe they made fun of that scene. I was like, what?
Because they don't want criminals to be real people. That's the whole thing. They just want people. They want to throw away people. They want to just throw people away that they can't handle. Anyone who's criminally insane, anyone with any kind of disorder, anyone who doesn't fit into society.
Oh!
They want to throw them away.
That was funny.
Yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for bringing up.
Oh, that's good. You want to know what's kind of funny? I don't even remember what my normal voice was before, like when I was a kid, when I started messing around with stuff.
Oh, before you tried a lot of voice acting, so.
Well, before I tried to do like a Joker laugh when I was a little kid. I don't remember what my natural laugh was.
Harley Quinn wins.
Isn't that weird? It's like if something's funny, like people look at me like I'm crazy. Especially when I'm watching like anime late at night and something's hilarious and Amber's like, keep it down, you're gonna wake up the neighbors. It's like, I can't stop, it's funny. You know?
You scare me sometimes, like.
I don't know what my real laugh is anymore. I really don't. I think like I subconsciously like destroyed it and replaced it with something better. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe it was like more like a Alfred giggle. I don't know. Because I was not like I was going crazy in that Telltale stream that we did the weeknight. I wasn't doing a fake laugh at all. That's just my laugh.
I know.
And people were like, "What is wrong with him?" It's like plenty. It was fun though. I mean, we had Batman do all these like very weak choices, and my Batman was getting like kicked around by people, and I failed the QuickTime events a couple times, like on purpose and stuff like that. It was nothing like my brutal Batman stream, which was funny.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, so they're writing down characters?
Deathstroke versus Deadshot.
But we can't do that. There's no Deadshot. Could do Deathstroke versus Deathstroke. Could do all kinds of stuff.
Kayling Shadow Walker from me.
Shadow Walker! You're lucky we cleaned the place.
I know. How do you like how the place looks, Shadow Walker?
Yeah.
We spent all day cleaning.
We did,
do you
actually.
like how it looks? You better not have gotten cookie crumbs everywhere. But you can have those cookies.
Oh,
That's fine.
somebody wants us to do a CW versus. Be like Arrow characters. Wait, how could you do that? You'd have you'd have Green Arrow, Flash, Deathstroke, Killer Frost. That's about it. That's about it. All right, cool. That's a good one, guys. I like that.
Yeah, so how's everyone doing out there in the chat? You guys having a good day? You guys having fun?
Hey, don't be eating people's grandma. Don't do it. People needs their grandma.
Go along now.
Joker versus Flash.
I have business to attend to.
Oh, that's right. Wait, Martian Manhunter is in. Yep, Hawk Girl. You're right. That's perfect, guys. Yeah, we can do a CW throwdown. I like that. Here, kitty, kitty. Ow.
Oh, I like that one. Pretty cool.
Ow.
But yeah, I mean, overall, I'm really liking the Telltale Batman game, but on the other channel. And
I love. Yeah, we're not.
feels like every game, every Batman game is gonna be rated.
This was the problem that I had with them making Arkham
It's-
Knight an M-rated game, because now most of the Batman games have to be M-rated to be considered
Yeah,
cool now.
They can't go back, and so now, you know, people who are younger
There's no going back.
can't really play the game with your kid anymore because
Amber.
what?
There's no going back. You've changed things forever.
Yeah.
Now you're an M-rated game, just like me.
So yeah, from now on, watching Harley in the animated series, I'm gonna like her a little bit more.
Oh, hi Daisy. Welcome to the channel. Got a new subscriber
And
named Daisy.
I know that a lot of people disagreed with me a lot on my opinions at the beginning, but it's alright. I said what I had to say. It's I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion, I think.
Give me a break. Ow.
Not cool.
How come they never had the Catwoman from Batman Returns as a costume? That would have been cool.
Yeah. Definitely.
But that's basically, I mean, that's her Arkham costume. They were probably like...
You probably wanted to see more Batman in the movie.
I did want to see more Batman, but, you know, I will say this. What I like about the new Batman is he is different. Like, in Batman vs. Superman, he was kind of like a crazed killer, basically. Well, I mean, indirectly, people died. He didn't care. In Suicide Squad, it's a Batman that shows compassion towards criminals. I mean, he saves Harley Quinn. He's not too bad with Deadshot. You know, he understands his circumstances, but Deadshot broke the law and he's a hired killer, so, you know, even Deadshot realizes he has to go to jail.
Yeah.
His other scenes, I mean, he's just... this is the Batman that we're going to see in the Justice League. He's a different... This is the characterization that Ben Affleck said that he and Jeff Johns were going for before Zack Snyder's approved script of Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
It's like the Batman that's in basically the merchandise. The merchandise for Batman v Superman, like the stories Crossfire and all this other stuff, it was written before...
That really hurt my leg.
I know. It was written before, like, the Batman vs. Superman movie started filming with all Zack Snyder... Or Zack... is it Snyder? Yeah, it's Snyder.
I think so.
Yeah, Zack Snyder's tweaks to the script. Like what he did to Jimmy Olsen and, you know, Batman going around killing people, which Ben Affleck even said he wasn't really comfortable with because it didn't really feel like the Batman that he was going with. He was going with a weary soldier, but not like a guy who didn't care about human life. So in his cameos in the Suicide Squad, he got to come up with his own Batman. Same thing in Justice League.
Yeah, so he got to do it his way, kind of.
So how they basically explain it is Batman went crazy, and that's why he tried to kill people because of what Superman did.
The Batman that we saw in the Suicide Squad...
That's the Justice League Batman.
That will be more like the Batman that we'll see in Justice League.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the other Batman movies, which I'm glad about. He won't be this crazy guy who's just like, Martha! Like, insane.
Why did you say that name? Why did you say that name?
Yeah.
That's my mom's name. Give me a break. Give me a break.
How cool would it have been to have CC Pounder in the movie, though?
Oh, that would have been so... Why didn't CC Pounder have,
or
like...
CCH Pounder, or whatever, I'm sorry.
Why didn't she have a cameo? Like, she could have been Amanda Waller's boss.
Yeah, or
that
like somebody.
That was so cool.
She could have given her some papers,
or...
yes.
Yes.
She could have been just in the movie for a second, though.
I don't know how to play Injustice. I'm too busy eating everybody's grandma. Stop eating people's grandma! They don't appreciate that. People need their grandmas. Do you think that we'll get a Red Hood solo movie? They're still talking about, like, one of the things that Jeff Johns has said, even before he became, you know, the ship of DC Universe, like the captain of the ship, like steering everything. He always said that he wants to see Nightwing in the cinematic universe. He wants to see Red Hood. And he wants to see, like, Mr. Freeze's origin done right. He wants Katana, Martian Manhunter, and he wants, you know, some other characters. But he's a very, very big pusher for Red Hood and Nightwing. Like, the solo Batman movie, it really should be about the fall of Jason Todd and his return. Like, that's what it should be, you know.
Somebody wanted to see... Oh, wait, no, we can't. There is no Deadshot.
There is no Deadshot. There's not even a... There should have been a... Why is there not a Deadshot skin? There should have been a Deadshot skin. That's what there should have been.
Yeah, somebody wanted to see Deadshot versus Deathstroke, but it's like,
Martha!
there is no Deadshot.
No, there is no Deadshot, only Zool.
I don't know what skin should I get.
I don't know, it's the last match.
Omnicom?
Last match. Last match.
Plastic?
Whatever. Yeah. Last match.
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn. Go to the back cave.
No. I just have to be less opinionated.
You can't be less opinionated. It's the internet. You're a content creator. You have opinions. People should just learn to either accept your opinions or agree to disagree.
Or agree, yeah, or disagree with them. People can still disagree and still be friends. Yeah, hopefully.
Uh-oh.
Begin.
Oh, wow, look at me. I'm like this leather guy.
That's...
Post-apocalyptic Deathstroke.
Oh yeah, my cute Harley. Oh, this is the classic Harley outfit. This is what she wanted to wear.
Why are you backing up? What are you afraid
I
of?
was trying to look at my outfit. Somebody's attacking me. This is what Margot wanted to wear. Maggie, whatever her name is.
I'm trying to remember where I heard them mentioning some stuff. It was like either at Comic-Con or something else she was talking about, like costumes or things like that, because
She wanted to do more classic look. Yeah.
well, she wanted to do Harley fans justice since, you know, she got picked to play her. I believe she
I
tried
see
out
what you're
for a
saying.
different role, but I don't know what role it was.
Interesting. I don't know what role. Maybe like...
But you have to remember, I'm not a super big Suicide Squad fan. I know of it. When it
Yeah.
tangles with the Bat mythos or the Nightwing stories, like characters like Deathstroke, Harley, and things like that, I look into them more because they're a part of Batman's world. When it comes to the Outsiders and Suicide Squad and stuff like that, I'm not super well versed in them.
Well, like, I mean, I don't want to go too into it, but it's like, I feel like they could have done better with the main bad guy. It feels like they did play it
Main
safe.
bad guy was lame. Or,
It feels like every movie they have to do some kind of alien bad guy because everyone's so politically correct that they can't actually have a bad guy that's another person.
You want to know what's
Because
funny?
then you would be making a statement that somebody who does something is wrong. Because
Imps.
no one can do anything wrong anymore.
you
Everyone is right about everything. Even though everyone is different, we're all right. Yeah, go ahead.
Do you know what the Suicide Squad is about? They go
What?
to foreign countries and they take out bad guys.
Oh, they take out, like...
So the Suicide
Bad
Squad,
people.
exactly, the Suicide Squad should have been about.
So it would have been political to take out somebody in an actual real country.
That's what they do.
Everything is political now. So you can't agree, you can't just, oh my gosh, it's so stupid. You can't make any judgment about anything. And it's just ridiculous.
I was looking at my Twitter, they said I was right about something.
I wish
else.
for the days when people just didn't care about, like, you know, you leave the politics to the politicians and then you just live your life and it's not like you just vote whenever voting comes along. You know, then you forget about it. Then you just make friends and you love everybody. Like, everyone just gets along the other days. It's just stupid. Anyway.
Contract pending.
Contract is over.
No, we're almost done.
We
But
are
yeah, I
done.
mean, even if the villain was cool from something, you know, whatever. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna go into it.
Enchantress was lame, but
She
she
could have
wasn't
been cooler.
She wasn't the actual bad guy, but we can't really talk about it. But anyway, guys and gals, that does it for the return of Injustice Versus. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch. This was live. We have another episode of Injustice on Tuesday. Then we'll have another one on probably Friday. Thank you so much for the suggestions. The first Injustice Versus will be the Arrowverse, which will cover Flash, Hawkgirl, Arrow, Killer Frost, Martian Manhunter because of Supergirl and, you know, all this other stuff. So we hope you guys have an awesome night. Thank you so much for hanging out on our spoiler-free discussion. When Suicide Squad has been out for a couple weeks and it's, you know, kind of nearing the end of its theatrical run, we will do a spoiler discussion so you can also do spoilers with us. But we hope you guys had fun. We have content coming up this week. This week we do have family members and we have like date night and all this other stuff happening. So the Let's Play channel is going to be a little laxed compared to the last like 4 months of active content. We're taking kind of like a little downtime, not a lot. We're working on projects. K-Bro's editing things like Sonic Unleashed and Spider-Man Web of Shadows and all this other stuff. So episodes will be uploaded. Twilight Princess has some episodes coming out that we'll be uploading. So We hope you guys have a fantastic night. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We know this was kind of late, but we wish everybody well. Thank you to the new subscribers. And until we meet again, God bless and happy gaming.
See ya!